for us to go in there sort of under the radar, okay, with them pouting, okay, that can just be a recipe for bold disaster for a team. And it's like I said, the Florida game from a few years back, where you could tell they were looking past us, they were pouting, and we just went in there and we mopped the floor with them, John. We mopped the floor with them.
Listen, we have to play well, and like I said, I think we have to sustain drives. We have to get some first downs, just move the ball, score some points.
Go Hawks! Get in there, man.
We cannot
bust off that line.
Mistakes. We cannot turn the ball over in this game. We got to clean that up and go back to the team that gets turnovers and not and that creates turnovers and not turns the ball over.
That's true. Our turnover advantage has been in the toilet the last few games. And what's behind that? That's just bizarre. The flip-flop like that.
Well, I will say this. I think Stanzi, I'm so glad to see him practicing again and coming back.
Yeah, Stanzi's fine. Stanzi's fine. It's like, and him back, of course, he can come back and be in charge. I mean, it's like, what I like is that there's, in my mind, at least so far, maybe once we get closer to the bowl, there has been an absence of, I think, conflict in the city or certainly in the press. It's like, I don't think it's an issue people are raising. I think that people are behind this team. People were behind that. I mean, you got to think of that Stanzi team. God bless them. Those are our boys. Those are the guys that racked up all the wins in a row. And so it's like, you can't. I mean, even if the other kid did a good job, which he did, undoubtedly did a good job. But you know what? That just puts us in a position for, maybe Stanzi to play that much looser or whatever. Knowing that there's a kid to back him up.
Skeebee, how about a score prediction?
What do you think?
Ooh, a score prediction for the Orange Bowl. I'm going to say 34-28.
Nice. I'll take it.
Going to win the game.
And I'll tell you this, one of their 28 came like right at the end when nobody cared. You know what I mean? Yeah.
As long as we score more points, they can get them whenever they want.
Absolutely, man. Skeebee, I heard you burned me Escape from Alcatraz, man. You going to send me that DVD?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
You going to give me my bowl button or my Orange Bowl button? I'm
going to get you a bowl button, buddy. I'm going to get Skeebee a bowl button. He's going to give me this Escape from Alcatraz. Clint Eastwood. He's going to send me that. All right, Skeebee. God bless you, buddy. Go Hawks.
All right, talk to you guys later.
We'll talk to you later, my friend.
Bye-bye.
Nice to talk to Skeebee and Tim. The reason why, one of the reasons why we do this show, John, aside from our great love of the Hawks, is that, in my opinion, I want to connect with these guys. I want to connect with the town and our friends and family and people in this. This gives everybody that we know kind of a little thing to rally around, roll on Iowa, and just a way to, express our Hawkeye pride, and it's a good thing. I'm just glad to be back, John.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Feels
to be back
good to be back.
I will tell you, I've got I have the butterflies already
for this game, the bowl game. Yeah.
I do. I want this one badly. I want this one.
We can get it, John.
More than
get it.
If you think about how big this is for our program, to win a game of this magnitude,
it's a must-win game. It's a must-win game. There's no question about it. But we can do it.
Propel us to as we look towards next year.
We're getting these kids in.
We talked about enthusiasm earlier in the show.
Right.
There is nothing to build enthusiasm for a program better than winning your bowl game.
A BCS bowl game.
Especially a BCS bowl game. I mean, my heavens. Yeah. People will be so excited, and it does so much.
That's huge.
Let's do it.
Oh, it's great. It's great.
Now,
the other thing is, what's that?
You wanted to talk about basketball a little bit.
I do want to talk about basketball. Real quick, I want to say, though, that we're also featured. We also got some press this week. Featured in, I believe it's called The Source. It's a hip publication, that the kids read, and it's a weekly. I think you can get it at Old Capitol Mall. Probably Sycamore Mall has it. Hy-Vee, I'm sure, would have it in the front. So, places where the hip kids hang out at the mall. And, so it's got a story about the station where we filmed this, Channel 18. And it's also got us. It features us. I believe that we have a mention in it. Don't quote me on that, but I think we're in there. And also, I know definitely we're in the picture. So we got a nice picture of us right in the middle. Yeah. It's a hit show. I mean, we have a lot of fun down here. And
did you put the award up?
I did put the award up in my room. I put the award up in my room next to my Hawkeye calendar. So they kind of go together as a set. The other thing is, next week we're going to come back for another episode next week, and it's going to be our Christmas special. Mm-hmm. So if you guys are in the Christmas spirit, it's the Christmas holiday season, and a lot of people are watching Christmas theme shows on television, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to say, let's do it. Let's do a Roll on Iowa Christmas edition.
No, I have a memory, one of my first Hawkeye memories, and we talked about one of the reasons we think we're such big fans is that when we were little, it was all hitting. When we were little, in our formative little kid years,
it was one thing after another. We were really,
we had the basketball team in '79,
and if like when they were down maybe just a little bit, then you had the football team stepping up.
We had the Rose Bowl, '82 Rose Bowl with Hayden Fry. One of my first memories was when Reggie Roby, punter, and Andre Tippett, defensive end. They were first team All-Americans. And back then, do you remember the Bob Hope Christmas special?
I do remember the Bob Hope
He would
Christmas
have
special,
the All-American team.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
And he'd
I
do
do
a
remember
little
this now.
skit with each of the football players. And I remember he had a skit where
I remember watching this,
Bob Hope he had a big nose. So they teed the football up on Bob Hope's nose and had Reggie Roby
come through
kick the
and
ball off his nose.
Nice.
And, I thought of that because you said Christmas special.
Well, there you go, Christmas special. Let's not forget the Star Wars Christmas special too. Life Day, the Chewbacca. Yeah, that's a great one. But so yeah, that'll be we're looking forward to that next week, and we'll probably maybe focus a little bit more on basketball next week. But let's talk about basketball a little bit right now. We got about 5 minutes left in the show, and you know, I tell you, we've got a lot of positives. I think there's a lot of positive things going on over there. Frankly, I'm not that scared. And I've been over there a couple times in the
Tell them about
past week, you know.
Tell them.
I was sitting there, I believe it was Prairie A&M. I was sitting there for the Prairie A&M game last Saturday, in my seat, and Herky comes by, he's got a T-shirt, and I was in maybe the 12th, because the thing is you can just walk up. That's one of the things I was going to get to, but I was in the 12th row, right behind the visitors bench. I was right on the free throw line, you know, and just like, couldn't ask for a more beautiful seat, you know. And Herky's coming by with a T-shirt, you know, and he's pointing there, and I just like put my hand up like this, you know. Herky throws it over the back of his head, right, and I reach up and catch it. Didn't even have to stand up.
Yeah.
Didn't even have to stand up.
Well, I got a text from you
T-shirt.
that said, got a shirt, didn't even have to move.
Didn't even have to move. I just went like this, and it just landed right in my head. And I tell you, there's some ladies behind me, they wanted the shirt.
What color is the shirt?
The shirt is beautiful. It's a gold shirt.
Probably a Nike T-shirt.
It says Hawkamaniacs on it. It's one of the Hawk Nest T-shirts, okay? Now, small. So, you know, I mean, look, you know, it's like, I don't think I can get over my head.
Well,
but
let's talk.
They don't tell you that. See, that's the thing. It's like they don't tell you that when everybody's like going for those shirts, head over heels.
You know, it's funny you say that.
You get there, it's a small, so you better have like a girlfriend, or I'm going to give it to my mom. You know, I'm going to give it to my mother because she's a huge Hawk fan. But yeah, so small. They don't tell you that one.
Yeah, that's disappointing. I got one at the homecoming parade, although it was like a Panchero shirt. Or something.
Okay, that's an ad. So they want that one.
And it was a large. You know that's
even for a guy your size,
I
that's
couldn't wear
stretching it. I mean, just across the shoulders.
I certainly would prefer to see those types of shirts be extra large.
I would think they should be extra large. I would think that would just be like, we've got about 2 minutes left. I think that would be just like I would think that, you know, because like I said, it's like, do you think like the next time, I mean, granted, I didn't move this time, but do you think like next time I'm going to be jumping up for it? You know, probably not. Probably not.
You know, the thing I'll say about Hawkeye basketball is this. Hawk fans, come on now. Don't do this. Don't jump off the bandwagon. Don't pout about the basketball team. You know what? Suck it up. We have a BCS football team.
Whoever said it was easy to be a Hawkeye?
You know what? We understand.
If it was easy to be a Hawkeye, anybody could be a
long
Hawkeye.
view, Al.
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
taking the long view here on Roll on Iowa.
Absolutely.
And we are not going to abandon ship because it's a down year.
This is the fact. If it was easy to be a Hawkeye, then everybody would be a Hawkeye.
Go ahead and stay away, Hawk fans.
That's right.
From the Carver Hawkeye, if that's what you want. But
We're
you're
going
to find John and Al there.
That's right.
You're going to find us right
That's
there.
right. That's right.
So we won't abandon this team in their time of need.
No. And then on that note, we will see you next week for the Christmas special Roll on Iowa. We'll get more into the nuts and bolts of the basketball program. Probably have a little bit more bowl talk. Appreciate everybody tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Go Hawks.
Go Hawks. Go Hawks.
Okay.